Blog Talk Radio.
It seems searching to find what's mine. We lost strong, then they're gone, left with scars to pass on. My love affair with you, my love affair with you, saves my soul. From God you are, a soul healer, love maker, peace provider, misunderstood you are, unappreciated, yet music you give with an open heart, sounds like a typical love affair. My love affair with you, my love affair with you, saves my soul from going cold. You said you never leave me, no. You said you save my soul from going cold.
Welcome, everyone. This is Let's Jazz It Up, Blog Talk Radio. I am your host with the most, Brenda Moss, a.k.a. Lady Diva. Feel free to call the free guest line number 657-383-0771. I have a guest with me this evening. She is a musical powerhouse, songstress, Latoya Cooper, a vocalist, songwriter, and a musician.
Hello.
Yes, she is in the house this evening. Latoya, goodness, you have a powerful voice, lady. Tell us briefly about yourself growing up in your hometown and how you got started in the musical industry.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on the show. First, I want to say, every time that song, it has so much meaning for me. So every time I hear it, it makes me very emotional. So thank you for playing the song today. I'm from Oklahoma, and I was born singing. I cannot remember when I started singing. I just remember being a small little girl with the hairbrush and mom's high heels, just running around the house, singing to whoever was in front of me, whether they wanted me to sing or not. And I'm just so thankful for that love of music that God gave me. When he made me, he knew that music was going to be an important part of my life to get me through my life and get me through hard times and to be used. And so there you have it. I was born. It's in my blood.
I see that you grew up in a household where you were the only one that had a musical ear, the singing, playing musical instruments, and so on. And how did that come about? As well as who were the music singing artists that inspired you growing up?
Yes, I'm the only person in my family that is really who sings or plays any instruments or anything of that sort. And when I was growing up, it was really hard because there wasn't anyone around who I could really, talk to about this passion for the arts. And it was what it was, but when I was growing up, one thing my parents, they always had Anita Baker and different types of cassettes around the house, and they would let me listen to them. And it was kind of interesting, though, because some of them weren't quite appropriate for a young girl to listen to, but they never restricted the music that I listened to, which was great because it gave me a well-rounded kind of exposure to different types of styles of music and things like that. But I remember they would have these cassette tapes around the house of random artists that would never be labeled. So sometimes I would listen to artists and I would never know who they were until I got older. One artist that I would hear all the time that I loved was Tina Marie. And at the time, I didn't know that she was Tina Marie. I just knew that I just loved her music. And and to this day, there's songs I would hear, and I'm like, oh, Tina Marie sang that. But growing up, that's what I would listen to is these random cassette tapes of all these great artists that my parents had around.
Right. Oh, wow. Good. You participated in some beauty pageants? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So in Oklahoma, the music scene is very scarce. And so really I had to find a way to just an outlet. I had to find an outlet. And so I found myself in pageantry, and it ended up being an amazing blessing because not only did I have the opportunity to share my love for music with people, but I learned a lot of skills that I use today that helped me tremendously in my career on so many different levels. Interviewing skills, presentation skills, all the way down to dining etiquette and things like that. So I'm very comfortable in different diverse environments and with the different walks of life. So it ended up being a huge blessing in my life.
Right. Wow. Now, as far as the music genre, you do neo, soul, jazz, and you have Latin influences. Now, I would like to know what is it? How did you come up interested in the music genre, eclectic soul music? And tell us a little bit more about that.
I was in a reggae band for 2 years. And that experience, it was really interesting because when I look back on it, it was kind of funny because we were like this startup band and we were not very good, but just the exposure that I was able to gain from that band and just kind of international influences and being able to learn more about artists that I never would have known about in any other time, it just gave me a love for international music, reggae music, Brazilian music, all different types of things like that. And I found myself really incorporating those styles and influences into my art. And it's not something that a lot of people are doing right now, and I really love it, and it's really a part of me, and I plan to continue to do that.
All right, all right. Now we're going to get back to your recent new album, Love Affair. Now, how did you come up with the name of this album, Love Affair? The song itself is soothing, so high strung and spiritual. How did you come up with that? The whole surrounding of it. How did you come up with it? The song title, the melody, the lyrics. What was going on in your life? What inspired you to do it?
What was going on in my life? That's a great question to ask.
Yeah.
At the time, I had just gotten out of a relationship with someone who I cared about very deeply,
Okay.
and it was really hard, not only dealing with that, but just past relationships.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I had just a moment of self-reflection, and I had to think, I'm so grateful for God, and I'm so grateful for what he's done in my life. And one thing he has done, as I mentioned before, he knew to give me music. He knew to give me that. And so
Right.
for me, Love Affair, this song is really my opportunity and moment to thank God for giving me music. And so it's just my thank you, really. And for this song means different things to different people, but for me, that is what this song is about. But lyrically, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and all the lyrics kind of came to me. And
Wow.
for some reason, that seems to be the time that all, like, my best songs come to me. But I sit down with my guitar and pencil and paper, and I just, strum a melody and allow the lyrics to flow. And this song really didn't take me longer than probably, like, 5 or 10 minutes to write, seriously, because the lyrics just came out. They just poured out. And there's another song, hopefully you'll get to play too, that's called Beautiful Bird. And that same thing, 3 o'clock in the morning, and the lyrics just flowed out of me.
Well, you know what? I am going to play Soar, Beautiful Bird. Give me a brief story with that, how you come up with the title of that song.
Beautiful Bird is a song that is about encouraging people to be who you are supposed to be, to stand in who you are supposed to be fully, and that we have talents and we have all the things that we need to be successful and to be our best person and to stand in our light and to not be afraid to do that. And that's what this song is about. All
right. I love it, Latoya. Yes. This is Soar, Beautiful Bird by Latoya Cooper. I'm spinning this and we'll be right back.
Beautiful bird, fly high as you can. You live in a life judging you from time to time. Telling